Central to any good science fiction universe is a well-established means of faster-than-light travel. After all, that's what enables the entire universe in the first place. Space is big, really big. Having a believable means of navigating it goes a long way towards immersing the audience. Welcome to Lanar Hassano, an original work of science fiction created by me, Blake DeWeese. I've been building this world since 2016. Over the years, it's morphed, changed, and grown exponentially. In today's video, we're going to talk about how faster-than-light travel works in this universe. If you like what you see here, consider subscribing to the channel to learn even more. At the heart of FTL Travel is the Garrick Core, a revolutionary propulsion engine developed by Inarans scientist Eldrin Garrick. This device is what enables deep space exploration in the Lanar Hassano universe. At its most basic, the Garrick Core manipulates negative mass cosmic strings to bend the space around the ship, allowing it to traverse huge distances in mere moments. Within the core itself, several chamber arrays exist to house and manipulate the negative mass cosmic strings using a network of electromagnetic emitters and stabilizers. As these cosmic strings are modulated and interact within the electromagnetic fields, they create a localized distortion in space-time. This distortion forms the basis of the warp bubble surrounding the ship. The warp bubble contracts the space in front of the vessel and expands it behind, allowing the ship to effectively surf through the distorted space-time. This process requires immense amounts of energy. The generators within the Garrick Core use moranthium to accomplish this. This compound, named after the Inaran homeworld, Moranthase, is at the heart of mining operations across the galaxy. When Garrick realized his vision of FTL travel, he knew the chief hurdle to overcome would be the exhaust of energy built up. As the ship accelerates past the speed of light, an immense amount of energy is created. This energy can be stored within the core, but eventually it will need to be let out. When a ship exits FTL travel, an incredible amount of energy is released in violent explosions that would destroy any nearby celestial objects. In its infancy, the Garrick Core could not sustain long-term FTL travel. Eldrin Garrick's invention enabled the exploration of nearby stars, but deep space exploration was still out of reach. Centuries after his death, scientists continued to refine his craft, creating advanced storage units and more streamlined energy generators. With life pushing further and further into the stars, it was only a matter of time before someone was caught in the crossfire. In the year 4 PA, the governing body of Syndicate Space, the Alliance, unveiled the galaxy's first speedway. This was a designated route through the stars that was constantly monitored and communicated with by the Galactic Speedway Control. Over the centuries, more and more speedways would be established, creating the deep network we have today. Speedways are important for facilitating safety and synchronization with the millions of starcrafts that are in transit at any given moment. Real-time communication allows pilots to coordinate their entrances and exits. The Galactic Speedway Control is a branch of the Galactic Stellar Coordination Council, itself a division within the Alliance. While the Alliance serves at the discretion of the Supreme High Council, the GSCC enjoys special, if not official, privileges. At the time of its founding, the only sovereign state that existed in the galaxy was Syndicate Space, but in the late 2nd century PA, millions fled Syndicate Space to form splinter nations in the more unexplored areas of the galaxy. While initially small, these factions eventually gained in prominence until the Alliance was forced to recognize their legitimacy during the Council of Nicoria in 1067. With these nations established, it was recognized that stellar coordination across borders was necessary to ensure safety. The GSCC had the resources and infrastructure in place to do this, so to appease the other states, the council was restructured to include one member from each nation. While technically still reporting to the Supreme High Council, the Stellar Envoy is among the most powerful figures within the conclave. There's a lot to talk about with regards to interstellar travel. Eldrin Garrick's life story could sustain a video all by itself. Beyond that, we haven't even touched on the implied role that GSCC plays in galactic warfare the temporal paradoxes that arise from exceeding the speed of light, or even some of the historic events surrounding the practice. So subscribe to Lanar Hassano to learn more. You can also read all about this world over on our Wiki, and I also have a Patreon if you feel so inclined. I appreciate all your support, and hope to see you in the next one.